All right, I'm back for a short term. Everybody's asking where I've been. Listen, I love to make YouTube videos, but I don't like to waste people's time. I'm not going to make YouTube videos just to make them. You know what I'm saying? I'm only going to make them if it's going to help you or help me. No point in wasting anybody's time. I know time is very precious. We don't want to waste it. So I should be back making content if I do have something to make it on. Like I said, I'm not going to waste your time. But moving past that, if anybody has anything they want me to make content on, I will sure put that in my calendar. But moving on to the bot. The bot is kind of at a standstill right now because the website that I use to merge both of the indicators together, because Lux doesn't want to release their source code. I get why they don't, because people are trying to steal it. But I had a website that merged the indicators together, and it's called this. It doesn't work anymore, so now I'm back at square one. So basically, if anybody would like to help out, I'm going to be making 3 bots total. I'll give you all 3, no subscription. Because if you're going to help me, I'm definitely going to help you. Now, what was I going to talk about? Yeah, so if you want to help me, I have no problem giving you those for free, no subscription. Because I've been trying to get this done, but I can't find any other website other than the one that was recommended to me. But that one doesn't work, or it's not going to work with most of you all, because I know for a fact a lot of y'all don't have brokers that are on TradingView's broker list. So that'd be pretty pointless, because that's all they go through. They don't go through MetaTrader 4. And MetaTrader 4 is the best option because everybody has a MetaTrader 4 account. So that's why I'm going through there. So I've been researching and finding ways to do it. I've been contacting people to help me along the way, but still it's so hard to do it without that source code. So if anybody has a better walk around to finding that, then I won't have a problem compensating. But into the actual video. This video is about how to minimize gold losses. Now, before I get too deep, I want to say this because experience is key. If you're new, don't try to trade gold. And not if you think you're new. If you're new, you know if you're new or not. 2 years is not new. I mean, 2 years is pretty new to stocks and Forex, considering it takes almost 10 years to get profitable. So 2 years is fairly new. Would you say you're doing a skateboard trick? Would you come try to do the hardest trick first? If that was your first time, you wouldn't. Same thing with gold. Don't go after gold if you can't even get the regular pairs right. If you're not even good on regular pairs, what makes you think you're going to be good on the hardest pair? You get what I'm saying? That's just what I had to say, because I'm tired of seeing a lot of people come to me and tell me that they're losing money on gold. But I'm like, bro, you just started trading 5 months ago. Why are you even on gold? You shouldn't even be nowhere near gold. Gold is a death trap for beginners. So I have this in replay mode just because I want to prove my point. And you can back test it. Cool. Go ahead. I encourage you to. I want you to back test it because I want you to know how much this could actually help you. Back test anything on my channel. I don't care. So gold will always follow support and resistance zone. It will always respect the support. Well, it won't always, but most of the time it will respect the support and resistance zones. And what I mean by that, go back and watch one of my support and resistance videos. You'll get it. But we're going to go on the daily, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. See, I already have it set up from a previous take on this video, but as you can see, these give you information on when to get out. Now, when I'm doing gold, I don't really follow a take profit. I have one set up, a take profit and stop loss, but if it comes close to the take profit, I'll have no problem with taking it, because gold respects the zones, but it's also unpredictable because it moves so fast. It's a fast moving pair, so you never know what it's actually going to do. It could stop you out easily. So as you can see, it follows these zones. It pulls back, and then came down, pulled back. What should I expect? I should expect this to come back down. That's what I'm saying, guys. Gold respects support and resistance zones. It even respects it down here and still over here. Now, this is this is a pretty high value for gold, so you would have to draw some more down here. But even then, you could still make out that it still respects the zones. So support and resistance plus gold is very important. I wouldn't trade gold without support and resistance, actually. Plus the pull, all this plus pullback zones plus my strategy. Come on, like, this is too easy. You know what I'm saying? I'm making it too easy for everybody. It shouldn't have to be hard. There's no weird rules. There's nothing. It's easy. And just because it's easy, I'm not talking to the beginners. I'm talking to people who've passed and mastered the major pairs. Just because I say it's easy, it may be easy to me. It may be easy to the people who've been in the Forex place for a while, but not to people who's just joining. Because if you don't even know what candlesticks do and what they mean, you shouldn't really even be using my strategy. You should take the strategy off and try to learn more. But back to the 15 minute. Now people say, Malcolm, you why do you use your strategy on different time frames? Guys, I say it's meant for that, but that doesn't mean you have to use it on that. I mean, at the end of the day, you have to figure out how can you get the most information out of nothing. You have to find the most information out of nothing. So to do that, you have to search different time frames, do technical analysis on different places. That's what a lot of y'all don't do. Y'all think you can just look at my strategy and be cool, which you can, but not in the long run. You have to do some type of work. Now, the reason this was supporting my point is because, like I said, this is going to come directly back down. Now you see that right here. What do you see? Pull out my line. And I guarantee, please use these. These will help you so much in back testing and other things like that. Now, that's what I mean by when I say it respects them. This is a respected point, I would say. It doesn't have to always touch it. Gold, Forex isn't like a exact point. So as long as it comes close to it, you're fine. Now, we're going to let that play out, and then I'll further explain myself. Okay, that's it. Now, as you can see, it went back up because this is a buy, and you could have got in at this bottom right here. Because even then, still, where's my line? Even then, this still is in the zone. Technically, you could have drew it right here and it'd still be there. That's what I'm saying. This stuff helps you. Please use support and resistance zones with my strategy. It will help you greatly. This video wasn't meant to be too long. I just have to tell you that because people were asking me questions, and it's pretty much the same questions. And I'll touch a few topics before I end this video. Topic number 1, they asked me, can they bend the rules? No, you cannot bend the rules. The rules are the rules. It's simple. If everything is the same color, you enter. That's as simple as I can make it. I mean, obviously you cannot follow them, but that's not my doing. I gave you the rules. If you don't want to follow them, you want to follow them. So rule number 1, which is the only rule. If everything is the same color, you enter. Simple. Second, guys, if you stop trying to use my strategy and then go straight into a live account, at the end of the day, you're still a beginner with beginner mistakes, regardless of what strategy you have. I could give you the best strategy in the world and you're still going to make mistakes because you're a beginner. Just because I give you a good strategy doesn't mean you know how to use it. You're still a beginner. So you still need to learn the basics. You know, just because you think that you're not a beginner doesn't mean you are. At the end of the day, I have some people that was following my signals. Just because I give out a winning signal doesn't mean you're going to make beginner mistakes. You could double up your lot size on a loss on a trade that I lost, and now you're back at square one. See, beginners make beginner mistakes. Beginners they're just beginners, guys. You have to make those mistakes to obviously progress. But then again, don't point the finger, because at the end of the day, you're just a beginner. Take it slow. It's not a rush. Don't try to rush. I've always said it. If you need money, you're not going to make any money. You only make money when you don't need it. And what I mean by that is, say you took out money to pay some bills. If you took out some money to pay some bills and you try to get it back, you're not going to get it back, because now you need that money. Now you're just looking for trades to take. Now your emotions got into it. Guys, I'm emotionless in the real world. I just don't have any emotions. I just don't care. So it's pretty easy for me to trade without emotions. I can't say the same for some of y'all. So take your emotions out of it, because your emotions will make you do stupid stuff. And what happens when you do stupid stuff in the real world? You end up in jail. Same thing with trading. You end up with no money. So take your emotions out of it. If you're losing a trade, don't try to gamble your money and try to figure out a way to get it back. Instead of doing that, look at your mistakes. Say, okay, I messed up here. I messed up here. What can I do to make that better? What can I learn to fix that? Okay? Do that instead. That's what I do. Every time I make a mistake, I was like, oh, okay, I rushed this one. Oh, I didn't wait enough. And that's another thing. I enter before a movement. A lot of y'all will enter after a movement, and then it will come back down and it will stop you out. You get what I'm saying? So say I entered here at this strong position, at this bottom. My stop loss will be somewhere, saying this is gold, it wouldn't be too far actually. It would be somewhere right here at this support zone right here. Make them off of support zones. I get everybody wants to use ATR, all this stuff to figure out trailing stops and everything, but the best stop loss is a support and resistance zone, because you got to remember that's the recent low. If it goes past the recent low, most of the time it's just going to sell. If it doesn't go past it, it still has a chance to go up. So I advise everyone to make their stop losses off recent lows. But that's pretty much it for the video. As everybody knows, if you have comments, just leave them. Or comments, questions, anything. I'm on the Lux Discord. Leave them in the comments. A lot of y'all have my Instagram. You can go on my Instagram, message me there. Whatever you need, I will try to help you and get back as soon as I can. But that's it for this video.